Hi friends, my name is Afia and I make YouTube videos occasionally. Now, I haven't uploaded a video like this in a while, mostly because I kinda got distracted, I niched down for a bit and I started uploading Genshin videos, and then I completely lost the drive to play Genshin at all, so now we're back to this. And I was streaming the other day actually, and I was looking at a house that I had built about a year ago, 2020, and I'm like, I really dislike this. Now, the house itself is very, very simple, but it's very cute, which is what I wanted. And I really liked the color palette, and I knew that I can do better, build something nicer, so I challenged myself to rebuild the same house, but better, I suppose. Now, I actually had originally made a video about this house and everything. It's like a strawberry cottage, it had some cute music and stuff like that. You know, that did decently well, but I honestly just wanted to rebuild the house and see kind of how much I've improved in, I think, a year, maybe not a full year, like a few months, you know? Like, you know, let's see what I can do, let's see what I can make happen, right? So I started like planning out this house with the same color palette with a bit more variety in the blocks though, just to kind of see, you know, what would happen. And the style of this house is kind of similar to a lot of houses that I've been building lately, because for some reason this seems to be the only style of house that I can actually construct for some reason. I need to be more original, but this is still very cute. Originally I wanted to make it similar to the original one where I would give it an A-frame roof, but somehow during the building process I completely forgot that I wanted to do that. So the house ended up not having an A-frame, which is fine because I think it looks cute regardless. I really like the shape and the color of it. And you know, I actually really like this build. One thing now that I realized that I did forget though while I'm looking at this speed build is I did not give this house a pond, which is kind of funny because that was the whole point of the original build, which was like something that looks very cute and unassuming, and then, you know, you look and there's like this like kind of dark secret, but it's a Minecraft house, it still looks nice and I could always go back and add one again. Now, unfortunately, this build is in first person since I did just kind of build this on stream while I was chilling and I didn't really think of like production quality, but one day I will make a speed build and I will make it with replay mod and it'll be very nice and professional, and that's gonna be really, really, really great. But you know, this house is really easy to build. It's definitely also something that I would build in survival, of course, but building in survival is tough, man. I'm not gonna lie, but I have built something kinda similar to this in an old survival world that I don't think I've touched in a few months. Now, as always, I'm using Mizunos 16 Craft on this build because it's in my little world where I have like a cute little town with like very like cottagecore-esque, aesthetically pleasing builds. You know, my shaders as always are also Slidurs Vibrant. I actually stopped using sliders for a while, not because there was anything wrong, but I found this new one called the V Plus that I really, really liked. So depending on what I'm looking for, I use either or basically, and today I just happened. Okay, car, no, please feel free to drive right past my house, it's fine. But yeah, I think today I was just feeling like using sliders, you know? Occasionally I build on stream. This day I think I was kind of sleepy and I didn't want to do something that was too intensive. So I went, you know what, I'm gonna build a Minecraft house because that's always fun, it's easy, it's cool. You know, and yeah, I did. That's basically it. The blocks I used actually, since I don't know if you guys will be able to tell, is actually the pink wood is crimson planks from the nether, and the texture pack makes it so that the crimson plants, the red wood at least, is actually like a really cute pink and it looks really, really cool. And then the white wood is actually birch, which is a bit like more of a white hue, less yellowy than vanilla Minecraft. The other blocks I think I used are just different types of sandstone, if I'm correct, which gives it the little varying in the texture at the base of the house. There are cars driving past my house, I'm sorry, I struggled a bit with just like a few parts of this build. One was the little extra piece on the side, because I knew I wanted to make like a skinny house. And originally I had it as a room and I'm like, I don't really like this is kind of too much, and so I played with it a bit. There's a lot of texture going on which I kind of miss, but that's alright. And I played with the concept of having like a little area for animals or horses instead, so that's what I went with. And then I struggled a bit with the front of the house because I feel like I never really know what to do when it comes to having like porches. So it took a bit of playing around with the placement of the stairs and such, but I did eventually get something that I did enjoy. And I just stole the windows from the original house and I tried to do like a window thing in the front. And I'm not sure how I feel about it. I don't really like it, I feel like. That was one thing we might go back and change. It would probably be that like front window. It's not bad by any means, but I don't know, parts of it just irk me. And when I do these builds, I always forget to I didn't want to make it too big. I wanted it to be very small, and I always forget to do it in a way that I can put actual windows in, because my pet peeve is I don't want to put a window in like a 2x2, because then I'll touch the frame on the door and that's kind of weird. So I make like fake windows where I take 4 stairs and I just kind of arrange them in a box pattern, which means you can't put like a fence or a window pane in there. It still does look pretty cute in my opinion, so it's not that big of a deal. It still looks alright. And in the original house, it was really small, so it was really hard to put an interior in it, so it really just has a carpet. But this house, I actually went all in and I built an interior, and that was actually pretty fun. I enjoyed that, you know? One thing I wanted to do is I wanted to play with the color palette more, because on the original house, I think it was flipped where the pink was the main block and the white was more of the birch, was more of the frame. But I thought the pink is already like loud enough as it is, and I don't know how that is really gonna look. I wanted to contrast it basically, so I was thinking having pink be the frame for the bottom and then flip it and then let white, the birch, be the frame for the top. But I realized I couldn't get that to work. Too much brain power, I gave up. I just remember my day, I'm like, this is not worth it. For the floor, I actually did a cool bit of texturing with somebody stripped logs, the planks, and I think I added magenta wool. It was between that and pink, but I just went with magenta because it was there, you know, it was convenient. But yeah, also the original house has a chimney. I did not add a chimney to this house though, because I felt like it simply didn't fit. And I felt like I didn't know what block I wanted to use, and it would just look out of place. It might be too much. I think the house can definitely have a chimney, and if I had built one, I would have definitely built like one of those big corner furnaces that I've built before, but I decided against it because it's like, sometimes, you know, less is truly more. If I can go back and add some stuff to this house, which I probably will in the future, I'll probably do some more landscaping on the outside with some like cute custom trees and stuff like that. But like have like, you know, house has a lot of detail with little slabs at the edges. I really like this build. Honestly, if I have another world where I use Mizunos craft, I will definitely build something like this, because I think the color is just very nice. It's very kind of like, very like, you know, stereotypically like girly. It's pink, it's bright, but I really like this build. You know, no joke. It's probably one of my favorites so far. And also, yeah, the little thing in the bottom right corner of my screen, if you don't know, it's a VTubing avatar, which I was using during stream. I have 2 now. A PNG one and an actual like 3D one, which moves. But I think I was charging my phone at the time, and I didn't want to set up the 3D one, so I went, hey, you know what, I'm a PNG tuber. You know, very simple. Added some flowers, basic landscaping, stuff like that. And yeah, that is just about it. Here's like a side-by-side comparison of the one from 2020. This is the one from 2021. Would it have looked better with an A-frame roof? I'm not sure. I think it might have, actually. I think the A-frame roof would have really enhanced it. But by the time I remembered, obviously, you know, the whole roof was built, and I did not feel like going back to try and build another roof. I really like the interior on this build. And, you know, I learned a few tricks while I was doing it. Like, I use banners now, and I sometimes add patterns. I make cool windows. Very basic stuff, but it works, you know? And it's also, like, it's practical. This house would not be super hard to build in survival. And you could believably... And you also have, like, a basement if you really wanted that. You can have an upstairs, and you could have, like, a basement, store more stuff. And you can have, like, a loft. And I've started doing that in some houses. I build a loft for, like, a sleeping area, which I also really enjoy. And yeah, that's about it. Probably will do, like, I really want to do more landscaping, add some more trees. I think I'll add a pond somewhere behind this house, just to make it consistent with the other one, because I feel like it just feels right for it to have a pond, right? Because that's like the whole point of the build. Cute, unassuming, and then boom, there's skulls and there's bones and stuff like that. Anyways, I think that's about it for this video. I've been talking for a while. And yeah, if you like this build, then I'm glad that you enjoyed it. If you don't like it, you can dislike the video. It won't hurt my feelings. Trust. I don't... I'm kidding around. But yeah, if you want to see the original build, I will leave a link to that in the description. And also, I stream on Twitch if you'd like to see me there. Feel free to follow me. Yeah, blah blah, yada yada. I don't think I have much more to say, so I'm just gonna end it right here. Bye!